Alright, so I'm very late on this, but that'd be a good idea to rank all of my 100 extremes. As of right now, I think I have like 125. I just finished the platinum tier for the GDDP, like literally half an hour ago. So definitely late, but still, I think I've been wanting to do this for a while, and I don't think many people actually know that I've beaten like half of these because I don't have many recordings, or at least for like the earlier ones, I don't have much. I don't think I have any recordings of like a lot of these, but and I don't you don't even know my opinions on them. So here you get to know a lot of the extremes or all the extremes I've beaten, or at least as of like I think it was January 1st when I beat Nelv. But also my opinions on them. And yeah, I think it's enough intro. Don't really need to introduce much. Oh, I do need an S plus tier. I thought I had one. Let's make it. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I've used like all these colors. Let's make it this color. No, not S. As you can see, I am very prepared. But yeah, I'll put the Celestos T in the background. Just have some sort of music to make it more engaging. So yeah, starting off with Awakening Oris. I love this level. I always have. I haven't played it in a while, so I don't know if it holds up, but still really like it. The decoration's awesome, gameplay's awesome. The song, it's alright. I think this is probably gonna go an S. It used to be my favorite level, but like it's definitely fallen from there. Precipitance, this level's solid. I really like the song, and the rest is just good. Just a very solid level. I'll put it in B. For a lot of like the easier levels, I don't have much to say about them. This level, I don't remember much about it. I remember that supposed to submit it to the LR, or I did submit it to the LRD list. Oh wow, I forgot that it was. I'm gonna turn this down. But I did submit this to LR Demon List, but I beat it my literal first attempt from zero. Like when I beat it it was the first attempt in the recording, so I'd like no raw footage basically. Here, I'll turn it up again. I might have to just keep doing this depending on how fat or how loud the music is. But yeah, this level is very solid from what I remember. I remember it's very sync based, and I don't know. I think it's good. I'm gonna put it in B as well. I'll try to order them within the tiers. I think I'll put it below. This level, honestly, I really like this level. I love the song. I honestly like this version of the song better than like the original Cosmic Dreamer. It's probably not a common opinion, but it's mine, and I just like it more. And it's a very solid level. I really do like it. People always call this level boring. I personally like it and have a nostalgia towards it. It's definitely biased though. I don't think it's S. I think it's like high A. This level is pretty much all duels. And fun fact, I actually rebeat this on mobile like a few months ago. Talk about I beat another mobile extreme. We'll get to that. But this level is very, very solid. It gets very consistent. Even on mobile, like I was getting far every attempt. I think I'm gonna put it A as well. It's like, it's probably like low A, high. I would say low A. Oh, is Reverie here? I know Reverie got promoted, but I think that was after I inserted all these images. Reverie would probably be like high C, low B. Faith, I fluked this from 50. I don't think, I like the middle, like the fast gameplay. The rest is, I don't like Jonathan's part. I don't like middle phases. They're like the hardest parts in it. They're literally the first and last parts of the level, and they're the hardest. They're like the only hard parts. But song's obviously great. I think I'll put it like high B. I think it's like in between these two. Yeah, or I would say mid B. This is definitely the best Ocular Miracle level. I honestly don't really have any complaints. The gameplay, and especially the part of the song, I love this part of the song, is great. It's probably like, I don't know if it's low S or high A. I'll go low S. Hypersonic, I can admire this level, but it's just, I don't really have many opinions on it. It's just a solid, alright level. I'll put it C. Dark Odyssey, I had a horrible experience with this level, and especially the pre-drop, like the first 15% of the level is, it's like 45 minutes of gameplay, I'm not even kidding, like 9-star difficulty. It's really boring from 0. But I have to at least admire like the atmosphere, the gameplay after that point is fantastic. The decoration is great. The song is incredible. So like just because of how much the pre-drop drags it down, I'll probably put it like, I'll go top of B. In this level, this is like my kind of gameplay. I love very fast and learny gameplay. And this was my last, I think my last level I beat on 60 Hz. Yeah, it's a really, really solid level. It's also my hardest on 60 Hz. And I think it was the only LRR completion. If you don't know what LRR means, it's lower refresh rate demon list. I think I'll put it here. I think it's, is it worse than Awakening? I think it is. I think I said it was, did I say it was better? I don't know. But I think it's a little bit worse. Glisten, this level is very sync based. I also tried to beat this on mobile, but I just gave up. This level is alright. I think I'll put it like around here. Now, I think like bottom of B. It's not anything special, and it has some really annoying parts. The last ball is impossible, and there's some really annoying micro clicks. Retention, this level is great. Honestly, it's definitely S. It might be like, it might be above Awakening Oris. I don't know. I really love this level. The song is amazing. The gameplay is awesome. Like, it's such a good level. Honestly, I'll put it above. I honestly think it is slightly better. Karma, this level is very good. The gameplay in this level is some of the most fun in any level. Just because of that, I'll probably put it as like here. Outside of that, it's not anything too special. Also, this is, I think, the only hardest I don't have a recording of. But, besides Awakening Oris, of course. I don't know why I didn't record it, but it's a good level. Very good level. It just doesn't really do much for me outside of the gameplay. Oh, the song's actually really good. Meltdown, I honestly really like this level. I think I'm gonna put this low A. I really like the gameplay, and I don't know, I think it's a pretty cool throwback to, I think, like 1.9 levels. Some of my memories are a little bit fuzzy on some of these, so if I say something wrong, that's why. Distraught, no explanation needed. Easily my favorite, or not easily anymore, but it's, I think, still my favorite level, or favorite extreme. It's just amazing. I love the song is, like, in my opinion, probably the best out of any level in GD. The gameplay is super fun and super intense. I love the atmosphere it provides. The decorations, whatever, but just everything else, everything that I care about is perfect. Although the balancing, but even then, like, the fact that I loved it so much and the balancing is that bad just shows. Because I never got mad at it, despite the balancing being shocking, to say the least. But Necropolis, this level's kind of just whatever. I like some of it, honestly, but I think I got really annoyed at it. I'm gonna put it like top of C. Control level. I really like this level. I don't think it's anything amazing, but I think it's a very solid, like, top of A. I'll put it below. Xenobyte, this level is really, really good. I think I'll put it like, it's around here. I'll put it above Diligence. I really like this level. This level is just solid. I don't really remember too much about it, but it's a very, very solid level. Yeah, It goes like mid B. I'd put it here. No, actually here. Speedrun. This level is amazing, man. It's definitely like high S. I think it is probably better than Awakening Oris. This level is so good. It's the only issues I have with it is that there's these two impossible like wave choke points in the 80s, but like everything about it is just flawless outside of that. Phantasmagoria. This level is very whatever. I'm gonna put it, let's see. I really don't remember. I only remember some like a lot of orb-based ship gameplay, but it really wasn't anything special. Oh, Amorphia. This is a very controversial take, I think, but I really like this level. I always have. I don't know. I think it's a really fun, very enjoyable level. The gameplay is very unique, especially that overlapping duel part at like 38. I don't know if it works. I highly doubt it works anymore, but it's really good. I'm gonna put this S. I'd say like, yeah, I'll say here. The main issue is that because it's so gimmicky, there are a lot of parts that just don't work sometimes, but it's still a great level. Reflective. I remember I really liked this level. It's just now it's kind of whatever. I'll put it like, I really like the drop gameplay, but the pre-drop gameplay is pretty terrible. It's really awkward. I'll put it like here. No. Breakout. Honestly, I really like this level. I've been playing the sequel to this called Collapse. I love that level. But this level is just pretty solid. I think like definitely high B. Also fluked it from like 45, I think. I have a lot of flukes. Innards. I really do like this level, but the balancing is just, it brings it down so much. Because the pre-drop is so easy. Like everything up until 38 is a snooze fest, and then it's impossible for like 30%, and then it's not too bad for the rest. But I still really like everything, like the atmosphere and this gameplay, it's really good. Top of B, I'll go low A. I'll put it above here. I'll put it here. No. I don't know. I think this should... Actually, I'm starting to think I think it's a little bit worse than Dark Odyssey. This level, I do like some of the gameplay, but it's pretty boring. I'll put it top of C. This level is like the pinnacle of sync-based gameplay. It's very, very satisfying, but it's not really anything special. Yeah, I'll put it like very top of A. Oh, Aku. So fun fact, I fluked this from 2%, and it is still not my biggest fluke. I don't know how I fluked it from 2%. I mean, by percentage-wise, it is, but it, in my opinion, there's one that's much more impressive, which we'll get to later. But Aku, I still really love this level. I can understand people getting mad at it, but I was at like a skill level when I beat it where like it was pretty easy and I didn't really struggle too much with the pre-chop and the ending. So I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna put it definitely S. I'd say here. No, bottom of S? I would say here. Or, yeah, I think that's fine. Reanimate, this level's very solid. I just don't remember too much about it. I'll put it like B. Like here. 80X. Okay, so I don't know if you've noticed, but like all the levels have been great so far. I really enjoyed. I pretty much only played levels I liked, but here's where it starts getting a lot more inconsistent, because this is like one of my least favorite levels in the game. It's going to F easily. The balancing is atrocious. The pre-drop is so boring. The song is terrible. There's like nothing redeeming about it. And it has those classic 8.0 UFOs that are just appalling. So yeah, don't play it. Ecstasy. I used to like think this is one of the best levels in the game. I don't think so anymore. It's still good. I'd say like bottom of S. I'd say here. Malware 2, I rebeat this, like a few months ago. I was planning on rebeating like some of the things that I'm recording of, but my mic didn't record when I beat it, so and I also didn't rebeat anything else, so I kind of gave up. I used to really like this level. It definitely went down on rebeat, but it's still not bad. Not bad at all. I would say here. Yeah, let's go bottom of B. Oh, Chromatic Haze. This is probably one of my unluckiest experiences. I got absolutely battered by this level, but I absolutely love it. It's definitely going S+. Getting jump scared. This level is very, very good. The gameplay is definitely to my liking. Very sync-based. And that's pretty much everything. That's everything I need to say. The main thing I care about in a level is the gameplay. Like, some other factors sometimes matter, but the gameplay and the balancing are like what makes a level good in my eyes. And just the balancing in this level is fantastic. Like, you die to just a lot of random like, I know that sounds bad, but like every time you die to a new click, because every click is hard. But like there actually is a few clicks that are like noticeably impossible. I also died to the fish twice, so I don't want to talk about it. But I think this level's great. Also, the only issue I have is a duel in the middle of the level, just very, very finicky. And the waves at like 20 are way too hard. I'm also I replayed this and this level is impossible. I'm very surprised I beat that on 120. Novellas, this level is very good. I'd put this like high A. Just a very, very solid and enjoyable level. It's very consistent too. Oh, yeah, I don't think I need to say anything else. This level is so bad. This is, I think, my least favorite extreme in the game. It is just terrible. The balancing is maybe the worst I've ever seen. The gameplay is just not fun. And decoration, I know it's an old level, but it's just, there's nothing redeeming about it. Forbidden Isle, honestly, I don't like this level. The pre-drop is so bad, and the drop really isn't any better. Also, fun fact, I think when I beat this on my old computer, and I was using an LDM because I couldn't run the original level. But the LDM, at the part where you have to do like those invisible jumps, like that part, like in the actual level you can kind of see what's going on. In that LDM you couldn't see anything, so you literally just had to memorize where the spikes are. It was not, I should have checked like a video or something, but so I basically just did those jumps completely blind. But yeah, it's just not a good level. Firm Frenzy, this is basically just like worse, easier Omicron. I mean, Omicron's a good level, but it's not amazing or anything. I'd say like here. Now Dead. I love the song. The main issue is I hate 1.9 GDPS levels. The gameplay always feels so weird. And just, if it was made in 2.0, and like, especially the structuring in these levels is always atrocious. And if this was like a 2.1 level, I think it would have been like high A. But the structuring is just not it, and it makes some of the things so awkward. I'll put it like here. It's not bad, but definitely just not not as good as it could have been. So Daybreak, this level is horrible. Don't play it. There's a literal 10-second cutscene at the beginning every single attempt. It's just not a fun level. I do like the song, I will admit, but the balancing there's this like I think it's at 30. There's this wave that you'd see in like a top 75. I don't know why it's in there. And the rest of the levels, there's also some really bad transitions, especially near the end. It's a 2.0 level, but like still. Torsion, I love this level. I'm gonna put it S. I'd say like here. It's so fun, man. Just the gameplay. It's just such a well-polished level, and I just really enjoyed the gameplay. Allegiance, honestly, I don't really like this level. it's just not my cup of tea. I'm thinking low C, high D. I'll put them bottom of... No, I'm gonna put it high D. I really just don't like it all that much. I don't like the balancing. The gameplay is not that fun. There's some really dumb parts. And it just... I don't know. It's just not my favorite level. Alcatraz, this level's very whatever. I'm putting it C. I don't have anything to say. Oh, except I think this was after I beat it. They just added a bunch of like pixel art in it for no reason, and it made it like way worse. Fincore, I actually do feel like a decent amount of nostalgia for it, because I remember I tried going for this as my second extreme, but I just got annoyed. And I mean, I can't blame myself because the balancing is terrible, but yeah, I think I will put a D, but I admire it. It definitely feels like a Korean, and I don't know what Finland's style is, but definitely I could feel the Korean in this level. It also made it pretty janky. Oh, Fusion Z, I love this level. I'm definitely putting it S. I think it's like here. The gameplay is just very consistent, very fun. It's a very, very good experience. The balancing is some of the best I've ever played in a level. It's just... I don't know if it is a 1.9 GDPS level, but if it is, honestly, that's super impressive, because it does not feel like one. And honestly, if you're looking for just like a level around Bloodbath difficulty that help improve your nerve control, play this. It is great. Napalm, this level is just solid. I don't really know what else to say. I do like the gameplay. I'll put it here. Cyclone, this level could have been a lot better. It's just there's a lot of parts that just barely function. I want to like it, I just can't really endorse it. I'll put it like here. It's definitely the worst of the trilogy. Hurricane's an easy yes. I love this level. It definitely has choke points, but I love the gameplay. I just think it's a very, very good level. In Tornado, I really don't like the song. The song is really annoying, but the actual gameplay and balancing is... Alright, the balancing isn't great, but the gameplay is very, very solid. I'd put it like bottom of A, maybe. Prismatic Haze. This level's very good, easy S. I don't think it's as good as Chromatic, but it's definitely like one of the best I've beaten, especially like on the easier end. Better than Fusion Z. I think it's a bit worse, but like it's a very, very, very good level. Highly recommended. If you're looking for something just like around Aftermath difficulty, play this. You will not be disappointed. And finally, Black Blizzard. What I'm really debating on is it S or S+. I think S+ is gonna be my top 5. I don't think it makes it, unfortunately. It's gonna be the very top of S. It is the closest to S+ we're gonna get. This level is just so good, especially for a timing player. Like, I love it. The atmosphere is probably the best out of any extreme, and just especially 60, like the duels onwards, is some of the best gameplay I've ever played. It is just such a blast, such an interesting experience. And honestly, I don't think the first cube is as bad as people say. Like, people complain so much about it. I don't think it's terrible. Like, it's definitely the hardest part, but it's not like impossible. It gets semi-consistent. That's my 50th extreme, so I don't know why Cataclysm is before Bloodbath, or Cataclysm is after. So that was my 50th extreme, so we're halfway. I'm gonna have some water and bang the rest of it out. Honestly, Cataclysm, this is a very hot take. I know a lot of people do like it, and I respect it, but no, I can't put it anywhere other than F, personally. I hated it when I played it, and the balancing is just, it's inexcusable. I can't have fun with it. But I do admire how much like it did for the game, but like still, I can't in good faith put it any higher than F. Just especially based on gameplay. I mean, okay. Do you know what? I think I'm gonna put it E just because of how famous it is, but man, it is like if it wasn't as popular as it was, it's going F easy. Bloodbath, I think, is very solid. Michigan's part is way too hard. I know everyone says that, but it's the truth. Especially that UFO is like ridiculous. I don't know why it's so hard, but put it like, say like mid to low B. Let's say here. Yeah. But I actually do like some of the gameplay. Also, I'm gonna beat Bloodlust in a bit, but I just think Bloodlust is better than Bloodbath in like every way. Aftermath. I do think it is slightly worse than Bloodbath, but honestly, I do like Aftermath. I can understand why people don't like it, but I think the actual gameplay is pretty fun, especially in like the middle, and it uses my favorite part of the song. I'll put it here. It's slightly worse than Bloodbath. I used to have this as my favorite in the trilogy, but I do think Bloodbath has overtaken it. Moments. This, honestly, a lot of people love this level. I am not one of those people. I'm gonna put a D tier. It might be low D. It is, it's kind of harsh, but man, I don't really like the gameplay. The balancing is so annoying. There's literally the only hard parts in the entire level are these wave choke points. And that is just not my kind of level. And I do agree the song's really good, the decoration's very solid. Okay, you know, I'll move it above Forbidden Isle. Yeah, I'll put it above Allegiance. Incipient, I know my friend Semyazi really doesn't like this level. I don't think it's bad, but it's definitely worse than Zettabyte by a significant amount. I'll put it like here. No, I think that's fair. I'll put it above this. Artifice. Oh, speaking of levels Semyazi doesn't like. Alright, I don't know if he hates it, but I know, especially in 2.2, this level is very buggy. I beat this in 2.1, so I didn't have those issues, and I think it's really good. I used to think it was like high S. I think now it's low S. There definitely is issues with it. Yeah, I'll put it here. Boogie, oh, this level is so good. Yeah, this is definitely like, I would say here. It's just, I'm a big fan of XL levels, and I mean, like, it's not the longest extreme anymore, but it was for a bit, or at least when I beat it, I think. I don't actually know, but it was very close, at least when I beat it. And just the gameplay is so fun, and it's one of those levels where you learn, like, once you learn it, everything just becomes a joke. I think the actual gameplay is like insane demon difficulty, but it's just like it's over 6 minutes long, so it's a real test on your nerves. But I think it's just a very well made level. Disentombed. Wait. I don't know why this is. Some of these are out of order, I think. Crowd, because I definitely beat crowd control before Disentombed. This level's just solid. I'll put it like bottom of B. It got kind of annoying near the end, because the last ship is so hard. I don't know why they made it just, it's such a choke point. Disentombed, despite this being letter D, I wasn't recording this, and I guess this technically could have been letter D, but I just didn't think of it. I think I just immediately played it once I heard it got the or I think this was a bit after, but I know it got an update that made it a lot better. I really do like it, but I remember it got really, or not really, it got a bit annoying near the end. Low, yeah, I think this is good for it. two levels of Dream in the name back to back. Daydream, I like this level. I think this is like low A. I used to hate this level. Like, this used to be one of my least favorite levels in the game. I don't know why. But it is a very solid level. Very, very. Honestly, it might be higher. I put it like here. Honestly, troll level is probably here. Endless Dream mode, this level is great. I'd say like mid S. I'd say a bit worse than Prismatic Haze. It's very good. And I really do like Dreamtide's levels. The gameplay just flows really well on this level. Although I remember it being very tough when I beat it, but also I think I got 98 twice. So we have quite a few bad levels coming up. This level, honestly, when I beat it, I didn't think it was that bad. I think it was like low B, high C. I tried to rebeat this, and it was one of the worst levels I've ever played. This is going F, easy. The hardest part is the last wave, which is like just a choke point, just 2 clicks. It is just such a poorly made level. The duel at like 70 never works. I might be some 2.2 stuff, but it's just, and the pre-drop robot is just, it is so awful. This level is also going F. Yeah, I need to reorder these. This is probably worse than 808X. I'd say this is like slightly better, but man, dude, this level I think has, or at least in contention with Daybreak for the worst balancing in any level I played. Literally all the difficulty is in this part at like 40, like 10%. It's just randomly goes like extended list difficulty to 10%, and the rest of the level is like hard even. And it's not even fun. Like, the gameplay is not good. It has some really poorly made structuring. Confusion. This level is really good. Going high S. Is it better than Boogie? It's close. I do think it's a little bit worse. But it is a great level. Honestly, I think I'm gonna put speedrun above retention. It is such a good level. Very satisfying. Like some of the best memory gameplay I've played. It syncs and flows so well with the song, especially Drop to 100. The main reason it's not S+ is the pre-drop, especially the ship is way too hard. Like, even I was playing it I was just trying it again recently, and like even the ship like on 360 was really hard. I don't know how I did it on 120. Manic Machine. Nice. Oh, this should have been way earlier. I don't know why the order is messed up on some of these. This level is not good. I'm gonna put it E, because I do like the song, and I like some of the gameplay, but it's, like, I like long levels, but this is just so boring. It's a middle-heavy XL level that's never good, and it's just not fun for a majority of the level. I don't know how to, like, because in theory it should be good or something I like, but it just doesn't hit for me. Yeah, the order, I don't know. I think no, this shouldn't be here. Okay, let me just take a second to reorder everything. Yeah, I think everything else is fine. Also, oh yeah, I didn't mention this. There are 102 levels here. This is an unrated level. Oh, is there? It might be 103 with this. But I don't exactly know what levels got promoted. I know 2 levels got promoted. Or at least like I beat them. What was the story? Something happened, but like 2 levels got promoted, like when I beat them as Insane Demon. So I didn't actually count them as extremes at the time and only realized after when I was checking my count. I don't know what the levels were, but that's the story. Manic Machine. This is just a very solid memory level. I'd recommend it. Is it Last Ship? I can't remember. There's one part at the end that's way too hard, but it's definitely a good level. I'll put it here. Maybe possibly Thing. I really like this level. I do think the ending's a bit unfair, but it's a very, very fun level. Like, I'd say here. And Niflheim, this level's great. It's very, very, what's the word? Charming. Of course, the Niflheim copy pasta. And it's just genuinely a good level. And the song is incredible. What I'm thinking is either low S, high A. No, I think it has to be S. I'd put it around here. I think that's good. Conical Depression. So this used to be like one of my least favorite extremes, but I hadn't played it. When I actually got around to playing it, I honestly liked it. I think especially the cube gameplay is super, super cool. Like at the drop. I love that cube. It's like one of my favorite parts. And I don't know about any extreme, but it's definitely like the standout part. But even everything before is not bad at all. And it's honestly just it was a solid experience. And I beat this as my 69th extreme, so it's pretty funny. I'll go mid B. Above Bloodbath, honestly I don't think so. I'd put it here. Falcon 16, this level's very, very good. There are some waves of the drop that are a bit unfair, but I do think it's a really good level. I think it might be bottom of S. I think that works. Goldcrest Palace. This is another level that I think could have been a lot better if it wasn't made in 1.9. But I do think it's a very good level. I really like the duels, I remember, at the drop. I would put it, like, I think it's a bit better than Now Dead. I'd put it, like, here. Just, like, a little bit better. Honestly, I'll probably move this down to, like, to here. And I'll put this here. I think that's good. Halberd. This level's really, really solid. I'll turn the music up again because it's quiet. Halberd. This level is very unique, but I remember it being very finicky at times. And I did get really annoyed. Or did I? I know I had some really dumb deaths at like 89 or something. I think it was that, it might have been that one dash orb I just let go. I don't remember, in all honesty, but it's a good level. A? Or, I've been going for too long. My brain is starting to short circuit. I don't know. It's like high B. I'll put it here. Idols. I really do like this level. I love the song. Gameplay's very fun. It's XL level that actually just doesn't feel boring. And I really do. The ending of Idols is so good. Like the last 25%. It's such a nerve-wracking but very fair ending. Oh, I think it has to go S. I'll put it here. Oh, Just Dance. I know this got an update, but this level is atrocious. Like, oh my god, the balancing in the old version was, like, it was very second half heavy. The last ship is awful. The last gap is like a fixed hitbox, like one gap, or one block gap. And it's also like semi-invisible, and the transition into it is just terrible. And there's also some really dumb stuff in that second half, and I think the gameplay could have been decent, but it's just so annoying, and it's like one of my least favorite extremes I played. I don't think it's F, but it's definitely like bottom of E. I'll put Cataclysm here. Section of Cyclone, I think this is my third S+. This level is so good. I've always loved this level, it's always been one of my favorites, and just, it absolutely lived up to the hype. The gameplay is really good. Like some of the best I've ever played, especially some of the stuff in the second half. Oh my god. The main issue I have, like the only issue I have, is that the drop-in level is like significantly harder than the rest, but that's not really much of a complaint. And it's one of the funniest stories ever. It's like, I was struggling with this for I think like 2 months, for the whole summer basically. And as soon as I switched to up arrow, I beat it that same day. I'm not even kidding. That was like a shock. I don't know how I did that. That is like one of the most insane things I've done in the game. So Phobos. Honestly, I don't hate. Like, if you asked me before I beat it, I would have put this like bottom of F. But my opinions have definitely improved since playing it. It's not good. It's definitely D-tiered. The balancing is obviously just terrible, and some of the parts just barely function. Especially, people don't talk about it much, but that one UFO at like, I think it's like AT, is so bad. Like one of the worst parts I've ever played. I don't know how that was accepted. And of course the line is just infamous. And I honestly, I didn't think iBlade's wave was that bad. But and I remember it wasn't too bad until I got really annoyed with it, like when I was playing it from 0. But also I fluked it from 45, so didn't have to deal with a lot of the BS. Blade of Justice level's so good. I'm gonna put this as easy. It's a round prismatic haze. Honestly, I think I'm gonna put it here. It's such a fun level. I always love Blade of Justice, and it's just such a well-made, polished, very fun level. The ending is amazing. I love the last like 15%. It's very intense but very fair. Oh, onto Sakup in hell. This level is terrible. I think this is the only reason it's not like one of the worst levels I've ever played is my experience wasn't bad. Like I didn't like it at all, but like it wasn't miserable, if that makes sense. But like I don't even need to say, I don't need to explain why it's a bad level. I honestly don't play it. Like you won't gain anything from playing it. Killbot. This level's great, obviously. I do have some gripes with it. I think I'll put it here. No, I'll put it a bit above. I do remember getting pretty annoyed at some of the earlier, especially the UFO duel at like 38. I remember I really had a hard time grasping that. It just felt really random at times. Or it was like the UFO wave duel. And obviously the UFO is an issue. But just, I have to acknowledge the, just how cool the theme and how unique it is. But I do think it could be better, and I don't think it's one of the best levels in the game. But I obviously still love it. It's an S. Molten Mercury. This level is just a good level. It's definitely A. I'll put it here. Also moved Daydream a bit. Also I moved this down a bit. I don't know, something about me has always really liked this level. It's just, I don't know. It's just a enjoyable level. Although I do remember there were a decent amount of choke points, but it's just the gameplay is really solid. Also, this should have been after Killbot. So there was something out of order that I just didn't notice. This level's really good. Honestly, for an easy level, it's like one of my favorites. I'd put it like high A. The gameplay is so fun. Novasphere is good. for sure. It was really funny because I think my mom came into my room at like 75%, and she came in at the perfect time because it was at a break part. But besides that, it's not like anything spectacular. It's just a solid A tier. Like I would say like here, it's around Molten Mercury. I do think it's a bit worse. Yeah, I'll put it here. Omicron. This level is really good. It's like very top of S. I'd put it above Boogie, honestly. I had such a good time with it, and it's just like everything flows so well in this level. And the update made it like a million times better. I think it might be no. Dorami didn't verify this. What am I talking? He didn't verify the update. I was about to say it's one of the only good Dorami verifications, but like it was bad before, or like when Dorami verified it, so that absolutely doesn't work as an argument. Prisma, this level is very similar to Omicron, and honestly, I love this level. I'm gonna put it like a little bit worse. It's definitely a bit worse. I'd put it here, but it's a really, really underrated level. Like seriously, go try this out. It's a really good level. It's just very good gameplay that flows really well. Very consistent, very well balanced. And I think it's the only level I beat in practice, so it's impressive. Core. Okay, so this is a tough one because I absolutely love the song, the gameplay, or sorry, not the gameplay. I love the song, the decoration, and the core gameplay. But I had a horrible experience, one, and two, dude, Flash's part, and especially the Prue drop is so boring. I don't know why people think it's good. I hate it. And Flash's part is like something you'd see in a main list. I don't know what they were doing. I do have to acknowledge its good qualities though. I'll put it C. I'll put it top of C. If I had to go on experience alone, it'd be like E tier, but that's just unfair. Rash, this level's really good. I'd say high A, low S. I'd say here. Like, I do think some of the gameplay is a bit weird, and some of the parts just don't work all the time. Did I fluke this? I'm pretty sure I did. I don't actually remember what I fluked it from, but I remember getting really lucky on it, so. Oh, and speaking of mobile extremes, this is the first mobile extreme I beat. I beat this in Memory, and I rebeat this on computer. I think I said, like, I technically beat this on computer after. It was after I beat one of these two, but I said I wouldn't rebeat it on PC. I did. It took like 10 attempts, but honestly, it was a really fun level on mobile. It's really mobile friendly, and it's just a very, very good level. I'd put it here. I think it's better than Troll level. If you're looking for a very, very good easy memory level, play this. Honestly, Troll level I'd recommend as well, but I'd say Lost Love is better. Honestly, I really like this level. This level isn't really a memory level, but I just want to play it, so I counted it for memory. It's like mid to low A. I'd put it around here. I really like this. Betrayal of Fate is like one of my favorite songs. And I don't know. Although I do admit the drop is definitely annoying, but I really like just how this level's built. I don't know. Something about it is just intriguing, and I like it. Mad Mansion. I want to like this level more than I do, but the balancing and the gameplay, it was a lot less enjoyable than I thought it would be. I do have to acknowledge that it's a good level, but I don't think it's amazing. I'd put it like very bottom of B. I think this is my 4th S+. It's, I think, the worst of the S+ ones, because I think it's the only one up here I had a like genuinely rough experience with. but like that was only for like a couple days near the ending, and I mean like that if that happened on any level, I think I would have been tilted, because that though, dude, the last 2 days of playing this level were miserable. I got to the 90s like 5 times each day, and it just every time I died there, each additional time I died there, it was just like getting stabbed in the heart. But it's probably ever since Awakening Oris, it is probably the level that has challenged me the most, because this level kicked my ass. It was really, really hard, and it pushed me out of my comfort zone, and yeah, and it was worth it because I beat a main list. I don't think I'll ever do that again. I don't think I'll beat anything harder than this again, but it was a very, very worthwhile experience. And it took, I think it's the longest the level has ever taken me. It took 4 months, I think, from January to May. No, wait, no, I didn't. It was like very end of January to like mid-June, so like 4.5. And also, fun fact, I beat this on the last day of high school, so... although the main reason it took 4 months is that I wasn't like actively playing it all the time, but because my motivation for GD was wavering at that point. But still, Malengu Vortex is a very, very good. I think is this the first NC Extreme I beat? It might be. I might be forgetting one, but this level's very good. Honestly, like one of the best, maybe the best NC Extreme. It's just so satisfying. And the waves are actually like pretty well balanced and fair. Yeah, I think I'd put it here. Oh, Stalemate Redux. I don't think this is going S+. I can't, but it is like very top of S. It's like around, it's so close to being better than Black Blizzard, but I do think it's a little bit worse. I just love this level. The gameplay is so fun. The atmosphere, incredible. It's such an underrated level. Like, more people need to play Stalemate Redux. Please play this level. The UFO and the ship are two of the best parts I've ever played in any level. And the ending is so good. The pre-drop, I do admit, is noticeably worse than the rest, but it's not bad at all. And people complaining about the wave. From a person who's not very good at wave, the wave isn't that hard, or like not that much harder than the rest of the level. But it is, honestly, Stalemate Redux is a really tough level. Like, I severely underestimated it. Turbulent Valley, I really like this level. I think it did a perfect job at feeling like a 2.0 level without feeling annoying. I'd put this here. No, I'll put it like here. I do think there were issues. Some of the parts got really annoying, especially in the pre-drop, but I just really like the theming, and I really like Twister Dude's levels. I need to play more of them. U235, this level is just a good level. It was too easy for me to like get a meaningful experience out of it, but it's an incredible level for being an easy extreme. I would say it's on par with Lonely Lights. I'd say it's a little bit worse, but like very strong. And yeah, what I was talking about earlier about my Aku fluke from 2%, and how it wasn't the most insane fluke I've ever done, this is the level that I think topped it. I fluked this from 3%. I don't know how I did that. Because it is super, I think it's 4.5 minutes, and also way harder. I don't know how I did that and didn't choke at the ending. Like, that is, I think, the most insane thing I've ever done in the game. I think it's good. It's a lot worse. I used to think it's like one of the best levels in the game. It's not, definitely not that. Because the main issue with this level is that the gameplay is actually like quite easy, but you die at so many random things and runs and from zero. Well, not me, but like a normal person, that it gets really, really tilting sometimes, but I think it's still a good level. I don't know. It's like mid-A. I'll put it here. Water Demon, I really don't like this level. Oh, is it F? I can't justify putting it in F. It's really close though. The main, I don't know what this thumbnail is, by the way. Honestly, for a lot of these, I just searched up like the name on Google and chose, cause like for a lot of the thumbnails for like on my channel are just memes, which like if you saw it, you'd be like, what the fuck? How do I know what level that is? So I just took, so credits to all these thumbnails. I don't know, I wasn't keeping track of who made them, but speaking of this level, it's some of the parts in this level just flat out didn't work. So inconsistent and so awkward. It was a really frustrating experience. I think some of the parts are actually quite good, and I do like the theming, but it was such an annoying level to play. This was a rough period. Oh, and speaking, I don't know if I ever even talked about this, but I did beat Codependence with Semyazi. It was, honestly, I personally don't like the gameplay, like, at all, but I have to at least, like, it was a very fun time beating it as a 2-player level. I'd put it, like, I'd put it here. Like, if I was strictly talking about the gameplay, it would probably be, like, here, but I do, like, the 2-player aspect definitely brought it up a lot, and it was a really, really enjoyable experience. But, like, yeah, Doggy, I think, is a very similar opinion, or at least, like, when he played just his part. And XO, and I was the top, I did the top one, by the way. The bottom one might be better, I don't know. XO, oh, this is F, easily. I'd say worse than Scoop in Hell. I want to like this level. I do think the second half is actually quite good, but the first half is some of the most inexcusable garbage I've ever played. It is so boring, 1. 2, it is just entirely carried by choke points. There's like 8 or 9 clicks in the first 50% that just carry the entire level. It is so annoying. And the main issue is 2%, dude. I don't know what they were doing. Putting 2%, I think, is like very close to a frame perfect. And you just die there every attempt. It is so annoying to play. I wouldn't recommend it. I hate it more than most people do, but just, it's such a draining experience. And Yada, if I had to go off experience alone, I'd probably put it F as well, but that is just completely unfair. I had a very rough experience with this level. Although, fun fact, this is the first level I've streamed, or I streamed. I got 85 in like the 3rd stream, and it took me another 10 sessions or something to beat it. I also died at 97, don't want to talk about it. I do admire the gameplay, and just, for what it was made, it's a very high quality level. I think it's gonna go very bottom of B. Oh, and also, I don't think I mentioned this, the pre-drop is so hard. I don't know why it's that hard, and that really, really dragged it down. I like pre-drop heavy levels, but in a level this long, it was only like 2 parts in the pre-drop that just carried it. It was like the last 2, I think. It was so annoying. I want to like it, but I just can't. I can't put it any higher. In Zafkiel, the end of the Extreme Ruin Alphabet, it has issues, for sure. The waves are way too hard, and there's so many choke points, but I did enjoy it. And this was also the first level I beat on stream. I didn't beat Yet on stream, because that would have been awful. But Zafkiel is very good. I had a really good time with it. I'd put it here. Yeah, here. Oh no, this is going to be my last S+. Yeah, definitely second. It is very close to Distraught. It is just such a unique and amazing level. Like, I don't know how this level functions, especially in 2.2, it still works. Just, the gameplay is something you'll never see in any other level, ever again. And just the theming, atmosphere, everything, like, some of the parts in this level are genuinely some of the best I've ever played and ever seen. And it's just such a good level. If you're good enough please play it. Just please. It is a rough experience because this is like the ultimate test of nerve control, even though it's not that long, but just the build up to the ending, and it just throws like some of the hardest duels you've ever seen at you right at the ending. It's a very rough experience, but it is a very enjoyable one. And yeah, that is my 100th extreme. We have 2 more to rank. Deception Dive, I don't know when I beat this. I honestly don't know. But I don't hate this level as much as other people do. It's not good, for sure. But it's not horrible. Yeah, I don't think, whose part is that again? Not Rustam. Crampox. Crampox's part isn't as bad as people say. It's just really poorly made. And honestly, the part right after is not even bad, or it's like completely free. Although I think I died there. But I'd put this like bottom of B here. And Gravity, I think this level's incredible. I love this level. I did beat another Moment that's inspired level called Love. I just didn't really think that was noteworthy enough to include. Well, this level is quite tough. I think it's around Bloodbath difficulty. But it's very good. It's one of my favorites. I would say here. It is really, really good. Seriously, try it out if you... Honestly, just for anyone, try it out if you're good enough. And this is coming from someone who does not like moments. It is genuinely great. And it's not carried by way of choke point. It is a very well balanced level. Although I think it's like first half carried, but it's not like even annoying to play. But yeah, that's my official tier list. Honestly, a lot of them are very high because I usually just play levels that I think I'll like. But I think now I'm gonna start playing levels that just interest me, even if they don't seem like something I would enjoy. Because there honestly aren't too many levels here, but still, yeah, I think this is the official tier list. You get to hear my opinions on some of these. I mean, some of them I didn't have much to say about at all, but still, I really do have a fondness for quite a lot of these levels. Hopefully, I can get another 100 and then get another 100. I mean, honestly, after this point, like, I think I just want to get 100 extremes. That was my final goal in GD. I'm satisfied. Oh, almost knocked over my water bottle. I'm satisfied. Like, if I quit here, I would be satisfied. But everything I do from here on out is just for fun. Just what I feel like playing. Yeah, I think this is good. I don't think there's anything I need to reorder. And there's just too many. And I think it's like an all done in one take, improv. Just my raw opinions on these levels. Yeah, I think I'm tired by this point. I also had to wake up at 7 a.m. today because I did a tournament for TSL. And it was at 8 a.m. So also a bit tired from that. But yeah, I think finally got it out of the way. I've been procrastinating this a lot. I got all these pictures in like a week or two ago. So, but yeah, I think this is going to be it. Thanks everyone for watching, and yeah, have a good rest of your day. Goodbye.